The Honorable Speaker of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, that is very ably represented by the Deputy Speaker, other principal officers and members of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly that are here with us, the representative of the Chief Judge of Akwa Ibom State and other judges that are here with us, the DG of our campaigns, Chairman of the occasion, His Excellency Ambassador Assam Essien, members of the National Assembly that are here with us and your spouses, the Secretary to the State Government of Akwa Ibom State, the Executive Assistant Chief Delivery Advisor, members of the State Executive Council that are here, delivery advisors that have joined us, our host and the celebrator, the head of the Civil Service of Akwa Ibom State, Elder Effiong Essien, the humble boss and your very dear spouse, and all of the children that are here, captains of industries, professional bodies, the head of the Lutheran Church of Nigeria and other clergies that are here, chairmen of boards and commissions, permanent secretaries and heads of extra ministerial departments, chairmen and vice chairmen of local government councils, members of the academia. Thank you, Prof, for that wonderful review. Our revered royal father here present, senior citizens, elders, stakeholders, president and members of sociocultural groups, specially invited guests, the choirs, the press, ladies and gentlemen. Let me congratulate the head of the civil service and all those who are associated with this work for chronicling your humble beginnings to a life of impact in public service, capped by your illustrious service to our state as the sixth head of the civil service, a journey that is coming to an end, at least for the first phase, with your retirement from the civil service and graduating now into public service. Let me, on behalf of the government and people of our dear state, thank you for your service. You embody what our public service should represent: loyalty, passionate commitment to the ideals of probity, innovation, character, love of state, and integrity. I remember one of the first memos you brought to me for an event, and I was shocked to see the amount you had put on that memo for that event. I remember telling you that, is this all the money you need for the event? And you said yes. And I told you that food alone will not be enough. This money will not be enough to buy food. It was straight to the point, the amount you needed, no inflation, nothing beating about the bush, you know. And that was how you came across to me. In the past 2 years plus that we have worked together, your humility, your loyalty, circumspection, introspection, and above all, your emotional intelligence. You know when to approach, you know when to hold, you know when to withdraw. I believe it's one of the things that is so rare when people work with others. You watch and you approach with candor. You It's rare in leadership. People just believe they can tell you what they want to tell you, when they want to tell you, anyhow they want to tell you. But sometimes I see how you bring files and you just watch and you say, I'll come back. That's emotional intelligence. And that did not demean your work at all. You have led our civil service with candor, integrity, and have helped greatly in interpreting some of the reforms we're initiating to make service more modern, more technical, and digital savvy, and the need to eliminate waste and have a lean and efficient public service. I thank you for your advice, the way you give them, and you are always very professional. The Dean of Commissioners have said, we cannot begin to imagine the civil service without you. But we know that God will keep you around, that will still be able to make references to you. So even though you are retiring, we believe we can always count on you to avail us of your counsel anytime we may have the need to reach out to you. You may be retiring, but I know you are not tired. I hope our youth will be inspired by the story of your humble background, the determination you made to succeed and excel, which with the invisible hand of God propelled you to where you are now. A lot of our young people do not want to know the story behind the glory. And we may shout glory all we want, but every glory has a story. I want to thank you for paying the price. Sometimes people tell me I dress well, but you dress very well. Every time you appear, you're always sharp and handsome to behold. And that's one of the hallmark of a career civil servant. I want to thank you. We'll miss that part. And it's always, sometimes I just invite you to come to the office, just because I want to see how you came out for that day. And you have never disappointed me. I'm sure your wife and your family must be very proud of you today. Congratulations on a life of impact. And you deserve rest that the retirement will bring. At least you don't have to get up to be in the office by 8 o'clock and close by 11 p.m. when the governor closes. You can at least have a rest, even though I can tell you straight away that the rest will not be for too long because you are setting up for another assignment. For the book launch, I'd like to encourage us to have copies of this book. And like Prof said, put them in schools and let people read. I think it is high time we begin to just look at leadership through looking through the autobiography of people. And I've done that a lot. So we need to bring our young people. I hope our university will institute a course in leadership and really get some of our past leaders to just stop by and just deliver a talk to our young people. What we lack today is that leadership quality. People may know things, but they may not know how to lead. And if they can't lead people, people will not be able to appreciate what you carry. And so I believe that we should send this to our schools and institutions of higher learning. So as government, and please hold the Secretary to Government responsible, we're buying copies of this book with 20 million naira. God bless you.